find out as we're off in Week 4. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Wait, that round 80, round 80.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Slam, slam, slam.
Shit, shit.
Slam, slam. Back, back, back. You gonna take. You gonna take. You gonna take.
72.
Joker, 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 joker. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 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 twist. Check, 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 check.
Let's go on. No, 60, 72.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Give me that ball, 53, land now.
49. Lunch, 49. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Hey, Delta.
49 the mic. Watch
20, 28.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3. Check 37, check 37.
Ozzy. Ozzy.
49 the mic. 49 the mic.
Now Brady. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Switch it, switch it, switch it, switch it.
Now a man closing in on 15,000 career rush yards, Frank Gore. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one, paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble.
Watch the safety creep. Spot.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Wait, that 380.
No game on this defense. No game. Alert, flare, alert, flare, flare, flare. Check, 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 check. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill.
Hey, 2nd.
On 2nd down, Michel looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check 4, check sugar. Hey, Haywood.
49 the mic, 49 the mic. Hey, here we go.
Hey, both 66.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he's not able to get away he's sacked back at the 22. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now on second down, this is Gore. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
This is taken at his 4. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Slam.
Here's Gore. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. On third down, they'll run with Gore. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Tell you what, you need the tough yards. You can still turn to the 36-year-old Frank Gore, now in his 15th season in the league. 10 in San Francisco, the 3 in Indy, quick stop in Miami, and now in Buffalo, and still making it happen. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run. It's Gore. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. From the gun, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
Watch the screen.
Pass.
Undercurrent.
Alert.
Going for it on fourth down. Allen. And able to find John Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Check 52. 56.
Crunch.
On play action, Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The former Sooner, Cody Ford, second-round pick back in April, guilty there.
Mike
Brown 80.
Mike 5-4. Target.
Regular. Go.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he slings one that's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And that'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
He's coming. Double up.
56.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Flushed out right. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
That's how you score.
Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. As far as undrafted players go, Philip Lindsay took most of the headlines a season ago. But remember, Robert Foster was undrafted out of Alabama as well, signed with the Bills in May of 2018 and had a pretty good year. 27 catches, 541 yards. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Tighten up. Pull together.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
And again, it's Allen. He'll let it go deep for Foster. That's going to be caught. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Hauschka with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
36. Under 10. 10.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Check 31. Check 31. Deuce.
53's in there.
They begin with Michelle on the ground. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
The New England Patriots remain consistent on offense with a stable of running backs. They added Sony Michel, the 31st pick of the draft in 2018, to that stable at the University of Georgia, mainly for his ability to run inside the tackles and add a little thump to their game.
Check the backer. Kill. Watch twist. Jack. Shit.
Go bandit.
Shit. I got it.
Sugar.
On 2nd down, Michelle, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
Hey, 66.
41 Mike. Right here. 41 Mike.
Hey, Orville. Shadow.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he gets it down to the 32. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, zoom.
58 for Mike. 58 for Mike. Hey, defense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. Caught by the tight end, Watson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
First down.
Mike, 53.
49. Drop deep. Check 99. Check 99.
Alpha.
Go. 49 to Mike. Watch for
Hey, Foxtrot.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Get in the weight room.
Let's go on. No, 66.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Sharon Peak, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And he had time there. I mean, you give any quarterback that length of time, he'll make you pay.
It just puts way too much stress on guys trying to cover downfield because, as you said, you that much time in the pocket, he can scan the field, find the open person. That's exactly what happened there. And what was the end result again?
Touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Allen now looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Hightower make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Single receiver.
Check. Half. 54.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen, and this one complete to Andre Roberts. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Alert! 52. 5 wide. 5. Mike 5-4.
Allen from the gun on third down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Check three.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Check hot route.
Here's Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for him here.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And it's Michel once again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Wait, set 29. Alpha. Check 41. Run out, ready.
Kill.
Shadow. Hey. Ice.
Brady going to throw. Only a yard on the 3rd down throw, and that leads to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Check. Watch 54. Here we go.
Middle.
Check.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jamie Collins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Pass 85.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
49, guys.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. There he goes, right side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Mike's 49.
Hey, Charlie.
Pick me up. Here we go. 49's the Mike. Watch 49.
Rip.
Brady now to throw. Flush to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster, 98 yards. And the Bills get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Brady now on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Dante Hightower in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Throwing on third and long. Allen, he'll let it go deep for Foster, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And the drive starts with a completion, left side. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. Now a play fake. Brady. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Nico Hardman, the intended target. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
From just shy of midfield, Allen. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Allen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Middle.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Hey, Steve 6.
From the gun, it's Allen. Got an open man, it's Foster. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though,
it's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Mecole Hardman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Brian Allen. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
41 the mark. Check, 41.
To throw is Brady. Completes it to Hardman. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Bang, bang. Hey, Alabama.
Throwing on first down is Brady. To Michelle on the screen. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Brady's throw there complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Check it, reload. 72.
Again, it's Brady. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Go Bandit.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Go.
49.
28.
To throw again, Brady. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Nico Hardman, the intended target. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To the air, Allen. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll let it go deep for Foster, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Motion. 58, right over there. Yeah.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position.
Wide, 80.
You ain't going nowhere. Check 24. Check 9. Check.
On first down, Michelle. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Again, it's Michel. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Let's go, defense. Our time. 58's the money. 58's the money. Watch the move. 58, right over there, right over there. Hey, check it.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Drop the pass.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, wahoo!
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Hey, go 66.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And able to find Dorsett. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Ozzie! Hey, Haywood!
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Brady going to throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of...
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well at hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they